The snack of the day today is blueberries. And who's the sponsor today?
Sponsor is Kultur Heidelbeeren.
Well, our sponsor can't be our snack as well.
Abgepackt Port International European Sourcing GmbH. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you to them.
Thank you to them. Yeah. So I would love to hear about your week, your trials and tribulations. What problems did you have this week?
So this week it's Tuesday.
Really? No, it's not.
No, it's Wednesday. Sorry.
All right.
It's Wednesday. Nothing much has happened. I got a big request from a company for an office cleaning, and I'm gonna go there after this podcast episode. I think it's gonna be a pretty decent job.
So this is the thing. You have a job. They want someone every day, right?
Yep.
Right now, do you have someone to go there every day?
Sort of. No.
So we can say not yet, right?
Not yet. But
So maybe that is a problem that you have.
I definitely have to hire at least 2 workers.
Yeah.
Or maybe one more full-time worker.
On the outside here. I'm looking on the outside.
Yeah. So I have to hire.
When is the job supposed to start? You don't know yet, I guess. You'll figure that out today.
Yeah, the details I'm gonna get today when I get there. It's pretty smart how they did it as well. They sent a bunch of emails to cleaning companies, I guess, and I was one of them. And they sent just like a basic detail what has to be done.
When we say let's clear up a bit. It's a large office.
Yeah, it's a company.
2 floors.
Yeah, 2 floors is pretty big, like 600 square meters, 700 square meters.
What?
Thank you. Yeah, and then I think they just sent out a bunch of emails to random cleaning companies that they thought is appropriate. And they told them to send a rough estimate of the price. And then I think they just picked out maybe 3 companies now, and I'm one of them.
It's like an interview for a job.
Basically, I sent them the estimate, the offer, and also my portfolio. Maybe that was an advantage against the other cleaning companies because it's a little bit more personal. I sent a photo of myself and what we do and the references that we have. And
I have to say, you built up a good online presence. Yeah, like if you look online, it looks super legit.
I think the only thing that I have to build a little bit more online is the social media page because the Instagram.
That's what you got me for here.
I guess so. I guess so. And also maybe get a little bit more Google feedbacks.
Google reviews.
Google reviews. Yeah, so get more Google reviews. But I still have decent. It's 14, 15 reviews I have, and I just compared it to some other cleaning companies in Köln. It's not that less. It's an okay number of reviews.
Where do you get the most new customers from?
Right now, I think through my Google business profile. When you go on Maps and you search cleaning company, if you're near my area, then I think I'm one of the top ones. I hope. And through references.
Yeah.
So most of my customers refer to other customers, refer me to other customers. That's a big source of leads I get. Yeah.
Well, that's nice.
It's really nice, huh?
Do you get a lot of customers through other customers? I guess with the
Yes.
So say with the cleaning, I think it would be a bit more difficult because when is an office going to talk to another office? You know what I mean?
So this is where the window cleaning comes.
Right.
into the scene.
Yeah,
because
that's more private stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. So everybody's looking for a window cleaner. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people are looking for a window cleaner. And then I go there and I clean the windows, and then I talk with the customers and I get friendly with them. And the most of them, they're like wealthy people.
Yeah.
And they say, oh, I have a company. Would you mind doing our office cleaning? I was like, yeah, sure. Why not? And then they refer me to another customer for the windows for the first time.
Yeah.
And then the same process again and again.
So they refer you to themselves, basically.
Basically.
Like they have a house.
Yeah, but they refer me to their friends as well, and
Right.
I do their windows and then the office cleaning as well. So that's actually a big game changer. What I realized, because like me going myself and really talking with the customers, you get on like a friendly basis.
Yeah.
As maybe friendlier than if you just send a worker there, you know.
If you could, when did you start the company? 2021.
Yes.
If you could go back to right at the point where you were going to start,
Yeah.
and you could see exactly where you are now and have the experience you had now,
Mm-hmm.
would you start again, or would you pick something else? Because there's obviously an aspect of it now where, let's say, if it's not going so well, you have this mindset of just keep going, let's get through it, and eventually it's going to work. Whereas if you hadn't started yet, you wouldn't have to have that attitude. You could just actually pick something else.
I don't know, because I'm always like it's always like the good side and the bad side, and I'm always arguing with myself if it is the right business for me, because I had nothing to do with cleaning.
Yeah.
I had no passion for it. Like I have no problem cleaning now. I like
That's
it.
a question. What is a business you would start from your passion?
What is a business I would have started
From passion.
from my passion?
Yeah.
So I love football. But to become a footballer, I think it's too late for me. And also I don't have the drive for it. And I think you have to have a lot of drive for it. So not a footballer, but maybe something to do with football. Or I love creating content. I don't create that much content, but just imagining creating content, it sounds so much fun.
Yeah.
And it seems so interesting. So for like, I think it's the same for you as well. Podcasting is something that I would do for free.
Yeah.
Because I just enjoy it so much.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't know like what I would have done.
Just imagine in 5 years, this podcast replaces the cleaning company.
Oh, that'd be crazy. I hope the cleaning company just runs on its own, but that would be crazy. Like for me right now, if I have to start a business right now, and if I don't have the cleaning company, the chance of me starting a cleaning company is very high because I have the knowledge. Yeah. I have the confidence of building it up again. But maybe I might start like a
gardening company.
Gardening company.
Or Grundfliege.
Yeah. Or no, I would start an app.
Yeah?
Yeah, an app or something completely different, like a food truck or a cafe.
Yeah, but that's like
so difficult. But
so difficult, you know.
Yeah, you're right. But
if you look at like,
I love making coffee.
Yeah, but
coffee.
Yeah, but unfortunately, just loving making coffee isn't enough to have a cafe. True. There's a lot of other stuff that's going to make it not enjoyable, and I think your passion for making coffee is going to be pretty insignificant after all the things you have to do to make a cafe and make it succeed.
You know what I really enjoy?
What?
Just working with clients and working with a team. I really enjoy the human connection you get from that.
Yeah.
Like just talking with them, just making real connection. And I think that's why I love podcasts, because you connect with other people on like a different level.
Yeah.
And I love like client interaction, but a lot of times in the cleaning business, if I am doing my job in a place, there is basically no client interaction. I'm just cleaning the place and there's nobody there.
Yeah.
Just listening to a podcast. Or my workers, they all know what they have to do. There's not that much interaction. Like, of course, like we call a lot of times and stuff, but it's not like, oh, we need to work together to build this business. But it's like they are working a lot, but they all know what they have to do. So there's nothing that much that I can tell them.
Yeah. Another thing you mentioned a couple of weeks ago, with your workers, you want to make a way to have them benefit from their work.
Yeah, because I was like talking with them, and one worker, he was saying, he has been poor since the beginning of his life. Since he was born, he was born poor, and he was poor until now, and he is kind of poor right now, I guess. And he said he doesn't want to die poor. And he's such a hard worker, and I feel so much for him, and I'm so thankful for what he does, and I try to pay him the best I can. But somehow the company has to make its profit as well. So I'm paying the most I can, but if he works harder and if he works more, he won't become rich like that. And I was like, I want to figure out a way that that the workers can become as successful as me, or as successful as they want to be, if they work hard. I don't know if there's a business model like that. It's probably like the salesman, because it's more like,
well, there is. I mean,
results
you have companies with profit share and stuff,
Yeah.
and commission-based work. But within the cleaning standpoint, I don't really know how you would do that.
Yeah, because like cleaning is like not a very high-paying sector.
Yeah.
So
the profit margins aren't that big. So if you're doing profit splits, there's gonna be nothing left for the company.
Yeah. So I wanna grow the company so big that the workers can actually like benefit from it as well, not just with their salary, but with everything.
Yeah.
If they work hard, if they work good, I want them to become successful as well. Because I think in our society, maybe you can say something about that. What do you think about becoming successful? Is it like how people say the American dream, like anybody can make it? Is it really like that?
I think your background depends a lot on. I think anybody can make it, but like if you look at an extreme example, someone who grows up homeless and their whole family was broken, that's the only thing that they know. And so that's basically what they think their future is. And so they're going to kind of be geared towards that. But if you have someone who grows up in a rich, wealthy family, that's going to be their path that they see. So even if stuff goes wrong and they don't succeed, that's just what will happen in their mind, And I think if you grow up in this broken environment or a broken family, it's very, very difficult to get out of that unless you're lucky and you meet people who can help you with that. But just by yourself to climb out of that, I think is super difficult.
What do you think about luck in entrepreneurship, or just being successful in general?
Like, what is success?
Success is very subjective, but just to have a number, let's say to become a multi-millionaire.
What do you mean? Like, what do I think of it personally? Like, what do I want to achieve?
Do you think you have to have luck in your life to become a multi-millionaire?
So with luck, I think you, in a way, make your own luck. Like, let's say, for example, this week, I went into a bunch of different companies, in restaurants, in businesses, and pitched them my business. If I can help them with their social media, help them grow their online presence. And through doing that and through going out, I met a lot of people who, let's say in 10 years, I might say, oh, I'm super lucky to have met that guy because he helped me with this and this and this, and he was way further along than I was. But if I didn't go out and walk into those businesses, I wouldn't have been lucky, you know? So I think just blind luck, randomly bumping into someone on the street, I don't really think that has much to do with it. But I think the more you do, the more lucky you're going to get. The more people you meet, the more you put yourself out there, the more chances you take, the luckier you're going to get. You know, if you sit in your room all day, you're not going to have any luck. Right?
So you think if you work harder, then you can change your luck. Then you can get luckier, basically.
For sure. For sure. Or what do you think?
I think I have the same opinion as that.
Again, sorry, it also has to do with your environment. So if you grow up in an environment with, let's say, 50 people and one of them owns a business, or if you grow up in an environment with 50 people and 35 of them own a business, right? Then it's also different. Your luck of where you were born has a lot to do with it as well.
Yeah, I think that's true. Like, I think being born in a country where there's like no war or it's like it's going good economically, I think that's very lucky, first of all.
Exactly. If you see people starving on the street and you don't know if your house is going to get blown up tomorrow, how are you supposed to think about,
I think success is
pitching a business, you know? To them, success is, I don't say them, but there is places in the world that are
a lot
living like that, unfortunately. And success to them is, you know, being able to eat something that night.
Yeah, and I think like the place that you were born in, that's a big part of your luck, and also in which kind of family you were born in. You know, because your parents kind of define your personalities, because it just it's so important in your young years. And if it's bad, then you get a lot of trauma from it. If it's good, then you become a good person or a hardworking person or whatever, you know.
That's so important, the parents, the way you were raised.
Yeah, and also like I think in different areas, like different sectors, like if you want to become an athlete or if you want to become a lawyer or whatever, I think in some areas you have to be luckier than other areas. Because if you want to be if you're a top 0.1% in football, then you're rich. Yeah. You're pretty rich, right? If you're top 0.01%, then you're super rich. Yeah. Right? But if you're top 10% of being a lawyer, you're super rich. You know?
Yeah, you think?
Yeah. But top 10% of lawyers, you know, like, but you're still flying private. Yeah. And like, if you see maybe like the top 20% of footballers, but maybe they're playing in the fourth league. Yeah. You know, even though it's top 20%. Yeah. So like, I think in some areas you have to have more luck than in other areas, because you have to be in that top 0.01%. And luck, I think you can get it. It's only like luck is based on how hard you work and how talented you are. But if you still don't have that much of a luck, then I think it's hard to become successful. In my opinion, in business, you can become a millionaire without being so lucky. But being maybe like 100 million or something, then you have to be a little bit lucky. Yeah. You know? But I'm not saying like...
But again, luck doesn't come from sitting in your room.
Yeah. I'm not like everybody has to work hard. That's like the foundation of it. Yeah. And everybody has to be some kind of like, they have to be talented in some kind of way. But I think if you put it in perspective, let's just say you're pitching to 20 businesses a day. Let's say if you have 10 people who are pitching to 20 businesses a day, and let's say they have the same pitch and the same sales skills, not everyone will get the exact same amount of clients. That's where I think luck would come in. Maybe it just so happens that you walked into a business where someone isn't going to accept your sales pitch, right? Yeah. And the other people walked in where someone isn't. So yeah, there is, of course, luck worked into it, but you can make your own luck. Yeah. You have to go, don't you? I have to go in like 5 minutes. So maybe to wrap it up, how was your week?
How was my week?
What was the goal of your week?
The goal of my week was to generate some more leads because last week I went into a bunch of businesses, like I said in the beginning. Set up follow-up appointments with them where I could pitch them a concept.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically that's still my goal this week. I have to meet with a couple more of them and pitch them a concept and hopefully close some deals.
So,
but I also just lost a deal today.
You lost a deal? And how do you feel about that?
Some customers are, before you start working with them, they're going to be extremely difficult to work with. And this is one of those customers. The communication was super, super difficult. Sometimes they wouldn't answer for a week. And it felt like I was forcing them to take my product. Or it shouldn't be like that.
Yeah.
Like they should see the worth in it and want to have the product.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually this morning we ended up just saying, yeah, we'll just leave it then until next year.
I hate it when communication is the problem.
That's a shame because it would have been a good customer. They're right beside my place, super easy, good money, monthly money, but yeah, you can't win them all. And sometimes you have to just let it go instead of, yeah.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Or you know what I sometimes really dislike? When people say, I'm sorry, I had too much to do.
Yeah.
Like everybody has too much to do. Like, of course, like if it's like in a business setting, you have to get back. Like, I think it's just basic manners.
Yeah. And it's interesting because like in my mind, you don't have time off. Like when you have a business, you're working all the time. And for example, last night I sent a plan to a customer quite late, like at 8:00 at night. And in my head, like, okay, that's not actually appropriate. I understand that. But in my head, like, I didn't even think about it. Because it's just like, okay, like it's just a continuum. There's no 5 o'clock. Okay, you shouldn't send anything. You know what I mean? Everybody's different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
So
yeah, cut it off. Wrap it up.
Is it all right?
Yeah.
All right. So that's it for today. I have to go, unfortunately. I do have some time now. Because the customer said 11 o'clock is fine. Ja, genau. Ach so, nächste Woche, 11 Uhr.
Ach so, they canceled it?
Yeah, so... No, I told them 10:30 today would be perfect.
Yeah.
But they said a company was a little bit faster.
Yeah.
So they can offer next week on Monday at 11 o'clock or Wednesday at 9:15.
So the other company's coming today?
Yeah.
Well, you have to beat their offer then.
I have to. But the thing is, like with those kind of things, like I don't want to be the company that's the cheapest.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to fight on that price factor, you know?
I think you are though, aren't you? You're not expensive. I can't imagine them giving a cheaper offer than you'd give, or are you giving a high offer?
I think there's always a cheaper offer than me. I know I'm not in the expensive segment, but the thing is, some customers say I'm very expensive as well, and
yeah, but
I think
that's probably someone who's had like their worker's daughter
like 20 years or something
doing whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I don't know. It's just different.
They're paying someone 12 years an hour or 10 years an hour. Einfach under the table.
No, I don't know, but I don't want to fight on that price segment because I don't think that's ever a good idea. It's not a good idea to be the cheapest one.
No.
You have, in my opinion, you have to be the best.
Yeah. Yeah, I think in the beginning, you negotiate prices and to try to get more jobs, but I think it's honestly just, of course it takes time to figure out what your prices are as well, but once you figure that out, I think it's best to just stick on that because you also get more confidence selling that. You know, in the beginning, I was always, someone would ask the price and like, I could see that I was unsure about saying the price, right? Whereas in my experience, when I've had something trying to be sold to me, when someone's confident about the price, it makes you just think, okay, it is worth that, right? But when someone's uncomfortable with the price and you go, well, we could go down if it's You're like, people just want stuff that's.
How would you price it then, for example? If
What?
you know there's like other companies offering their prices as well, how would you go with it?
I think it depends if you're desperate or not. Like if you really need to get that job, then okay, you can maybe do something a bit lower.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, otherwise, because at the end of the day, you don't know the other company's prices.
No.
The other companies are in the same situation as you. They also know other companies are. So what is everyone just going to go down and down and down and down until the company that is getting the work gets some crazy offer? Like no, I think everyone just does their price,
Yeah.
and whichever one works best for the company works,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody's going to be lowering their price because somebody else is coming. I don't think it can work like that.
Mm-hmm.
But do you know the prices like in your
Yeah, of course.
business? Yeah.
I know the rough prices. Of course, I know down to like a cent, but
Yeah, with me, I think it's completely different because it's a creative branch, right? So everybody has their own idea of what their work is worth, kind of. I think the prices are super, super different in the social media stuff like this.
what would you say? Would you say you're in the higher price segment or the lower part?
I wouldn't say I'm in the lower part. The thing is, I offer a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So if I do a lot of extra. So let's say, for example, if I offer 3 videos, it's going to be, let's say if there's a bunch of stuff. There's making videos, there's editing them, there's community management, there's responding to messages, there's following pages, trying to like boost engagement, all this stuff, right? Like when I offer 3 videos, it comes with all the other stuff as well. And so it's maybe a little bit more expensive, but I don't know, actually. I don't know the prices. I honestly don't know the price of the other companies.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I always do more than what I say I'm going to do,
Mm-hmm.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, I understand. So maybe like we can try to give more value to the audience. So you are 24 and I am 26. So we're now mid-20s. And we've had some business projects until now. You've had several, I've had several. My main thing is the cleaning company.
Yeah.
So with your knowledge right now, what you've gained with your past businesses.
But I think I look too tired. I apologize, guys. I got straight out of bed. I went straight to the coffee shop to meet this guy, and now I'm doing the podcast. Hopefully I look fine.
Guys, he's living his life. It's 10 o'clock right now. All right. Now you look great.
Do I really?
That's all right.
You're self-conscious now. Bro.
It's all right.
Crazy, bro.
It's all right.
Ach, egal. Sorry. So, yeah, we're talking about if I could start again, what would I recommend to someone who hasn't started yet? That doesn't even make any sense.
No, so to provide some value for the audience that want to start a business.
Right.
Because so many people say, I want to start a business.
We're talking to all those people that started a drop shipping store and stopped after a month. I know that's all of you.
Was that you as well?
That was me. It was you too.
I stopped
Everybody,
after 8 months or something.
Yeah.
But no, like a lot of people say, I want to start a business, but I don't know what to do. Like, I don't have any ideas. I can't just start a business like that.
You can.
How?
That's the thing. So, me 5 years ago wanted to start a business, wanted to do something, earn some money, have my own thing. But I always thought you have to have some crazy new idea, new product, new business model that nobody's doing. And with that sort of mindset, it's incredibly difficult to start. But the great thing is you don't need that at all. You do something that somebody else is already doing, just, if anything, just to learn, just to start. So my suggestion would be something with physical labor, because that's something you can start. Now I feel I'm talking like small-minded. That's something you can start by yourself. But we're not talking about making a
It's just
big
about,
$1 million enterprise here. We're talking about
steps in
your
the beginning.
first business experience. I would 100% recommend something with manual labor, gardening, helping people move, cutting hedges, cutting grass, anything like that, and make a flyer saying that you can do those things and offering those things, and print out thousands of flyers and hand them out all over the place. Pick your areas if you're doing, if you want to do gardening stuff, pick places with nice gardens, pick big houses, and you will 100% start getting calls or emails.
But
from your
Simon, I don't have any money. I'm struggling.
Look, I'll give an example, okay? A couple months ago, I printed out, I think, 1,000 flyers. It cost 50 euros, a little bit of an investment. You can ask your parents. It cost 50 euros. The first job I got from that, within less than a week, was 115 euros. Money already doubled within a week from one job. So you will 100% make your money back. It's never 100%, but I absolutely guarantee it. There's no way you will not make your money back from the flyers that you print out. And from that, you take the experience you get, you meet a lot of people, you learn how to negotiate, you learn how to make prices, you learn how to do jobs for customers, how to communicate with them. And you're going to mess up. You're going to show up to jobs, and you're not going to have the right tools, and you're going to price a job wrong, and you're going to have a customer who's angry with the result. All this stuff is going to happen. But I said before, it's better to make a mistake mowing the lawn than $1 million mistake. And the mistakes that you make doing these small businesses will teach you what not to do later in your business career. 100%. Don't start a cleaning company.
Guys, once again, I don't know what's going on with Simon, but cleaning business is a good first business. You gain so much experience. You have so many learnings. Don't listen to this guy. If you want to start a cleaning company, just come to me, DM me, or
now, the reason why I don't suggest starting a cleaning company is because, in my perspective, cleaning is seen as something. It's whether it is or it isn't. It's seen as something that everyone can do, and because of that, when you ask a lot of money for it, people think, I can just clean this myself. But if you have something different, like a moving job, you have to be at least strong. If you want to cut hedges in the garden, you should have experience cutting hedges, right? And this is something that people wouldn't necessarily think to just do themselves. And because of that, the profit margins are just much higher.
That is true. That is true. In my opinion, the benefit of starting a cleaning company is maybe it's a disadvantage, as you said, like that anybody can do it.
Yeah. Just to set the record, I'm not hating on the cleaning companies here. Of course, you can make a lot of money with a cleaning company. All I'm saying is, from my perspective, if you want to start something,
guys, probably I'm doing something wrong, and that's why he thinks a cleaning business is not a good idea. But it's just me, all right? It's not the cleaning business itself. Because
everybody needs cleaning. Everybody needs cleaning. It's true. It's not a commodity. It is something that businesses need and that houses need. So
it is a commodity then. Commodity is something you need.
No, a commodity is something you don't need, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
A commodity is like...
Google it.
Are we the Joe Rogan podcast here? Jamie, can you check what a commodity is? I don't know how to spell that word.
It is what? Let me check. Let the Asian check.
Commodities are raw materials used to manufacture consumer products. Used to manufacture consumer products. This is not
commodity.
Maybe I'm looking at the wrong word. Commodity.
Something. I think it is something you need.
Well, it doesn't matter what the word is, bro. The word doesn't matter, but the point is, if we're discussing if it's
something you need or if it's a luxury.
let's say if you want to make a smoothie, you need a blender. If you want to make a smoothie, you don't need a spoon.
Oh, bro, you
But
can
a
just
spoon
go
would
back,
be nice to stir it, right?
You go back to the days when they're just like.
That's what I'm saying. Cleaning is something that a company. It's not a company is just not going to clean their office forever. An office needs to be cleaned.
Yep.
So that's why it makes for a good business, because
there's like benefits and disadvantages like every other business. Like as you said, anybody can start it. So there are a lot of cleaning companies.
You know what the problem is? Maybe you're just bad at selling. Maybe I could sell your cleaning products for much more money.
Why am I being hated now? Now probably. I'm pretty sure I'm not that good at selling, but ew.
I swear you underprice your stuff though. You always price it at like,
I think
now just hold up. You always price it at like let's say you price it for, you think it's gonna take an hour. You always price it at an hour. Price it at least an hour and a half.
the thing is, bro, my prices are all right. And when we no. Let me talk.
Right.
See, we're good friends, right?
I have a question for you after
So I call him always when I'm in when I'm in trouble, or when I'm just like annoyed or whatever, right? So I always call him when I just know I priced the job wrong. And it happens sometimes. And that's normal in business. But every time I call him, because I'm just fucked up. And that's why you think I always price the jobs wrong. But of course, I price jobs wrong. But I would say more times I price the job right than wrong.
Yeah.
I think so. Because I never got the impression that the companies think that I'm really cheap.
That's not true.
Maybe only a couple.
How many times have you had people tell you for Treppenhaus, for example?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
really?
true.
Like, that's crazy.
True, yeah.
Like,
I had that with a lot. I don't understand. Yeah. I thought it was a normal price. I priced my usual hourly rates. I calculated it and I sent them what's a Pauschalpreis in English?
I actually just translated it for an email.
Yeah.
It is a fixed price.
Yeah, the fixed price. But I just calculated with my hourly rate for me personally, so I can, when I send the work, I know how much I'm making. And they were like, "Wow, super cheap."
Look, this is a question I have, which I was thinking about. So when you pitch to somebody, you have people that say yes,
yes,
and you have people that say no.
yes.
The people that said no
Mm-hmm.
are probably always going to say no. The question is, do you think the people that said yes, if you had a higher price,
Mm-hmm.
would have still said yes? That's what I think you should think about.
I think
Some people say no.
I think people for window cleanings, they would say that, because for window cleaning, it's not like, oh, I'm going to ask 3 different companies and I'm just going to compare the offers. But like what I'm trying to get is like commercial cleaning, right? Window cleaning is for me the entrance to commercial cleaning. The commercial cleaning, they always ask 3-4 different companies. And of course, like...
But I think often you get them. When you have a position going, you get them most of the time.
Most of the times, yes, because of course they see their personalities and stuff. But if the price is too high, if it's too higher than the other companies, it doesn't matter. Well, I think it doesn't matter if they like me a lot or not. They are still going to pick the other company. Because at the end, cleaning, in my opinion, maybe I'm wrong there. Cleaning is like something like that you think, all right, I'm gonna try to pay the least as possible
Mm.
for the best quality of work. So I don't know. Maybe you're right. I need to analyze that and optimize that
Because this is
so I can become a millionaire.
so I can become a millionaire. So this is my business model right now with the garden stuff, and I'm pretty broke. So we can't necessarily say it's working yet, but
You have a rich mindset.
what I'm trying to do right now, and it's working slowly. Instead of doing 5 €100 jobs, do 1 €500 job,
Yes.
right? And what about that with you? Instead of, you kind of slowly weed out. Again, I don't know the brands that much. I don't know how much the prices are. But I just like when I sell a hedge cutting job, the hourly price has nothing to do with it.
You are right, but for that, I need more leads for the big kind of jobs.
I think also the difference is, I come with a truck, with a trailer, with with the hedge cutters, with a bag, and it's like the price includes all of these things.
Yes.
Even though they don't actually cost me any extra money. The price includes all of these things, so it's like you are paying for the full package. Whereas with cleaning, I think it'd be different if you had a bigger job where you came with like this electric cleaning stuff.
For sure.
Maybe that's kind of why I can't really compare that, I guess. At the end of the day, you're making a lot more money than me. So,
Yeah, I don't know. I think at the end, you are right. So I need to fix that problem. So I can become a millionaire. No, I need to fix that problem for sure. Oh.
Well, I'm so short.
Yes. Back to the podcast. No, but I need to fix that problem for sure. But let's get back to the original topic that we were talking about. So starting the first business, right? So you suggest starting something with manual work, manual labor.
Yes.
I think that is right. In my opinion, you have to pick something that you really like. Because if you start something and if it's going out all right, if it's going out good, it's hard to get out of the business.
I don't know though, because I feel like when you do something that you really like and you turn it into a business, because I love editing, I love shooting, I fucking hate it now. It's difficult. Like, of course, that's not to say that you shouldn't do something you like, but like, I don't know. It's not as easy because once you get in with customers and it turns into a business, like the fun gets taken out of it. It's the same thing with football. Like once you get to a higher level and it becomes a business, it's not that fun all the time. But I think,
maybe you have to just change your mindset as like, all right, let's do this as fun.
Just be free. But I think in saying that, if you pick something you don't like, and then you add all the business stuff on top of it, you're gonna really not like it.
Yes.
Or if you pick something like,
That's why I don't clean at home.
Who cleans your apartment?
I do sometimes. I
can't imagine you cooking.
I don't cook.
I can't imagine you cleaning.
I don't cook. I don't clean.
I can't imagine you folding laundry.
I do fold laundry.
Yeah?
No, I do. I don't cook. That is true.
Wait, hold up. Little side note here. How do you fold your laundry? You have a t-shirt? How do you fold it?
I have two methods. So
I actually love this because everyone has their own way.
Yeah. So I do like the arms. I fold it like in, let's say, 2/3 basically.
Yeah.
And then wrap it up once more. So that's one way of folding a shirt.
Chase, I do the same way.
Or I wrap it in half. I fold it in half.
And then do the arms with both the arms like this.
Yes. And then I fold it in half. And then the arms, I tuck it in and then do it. I have two ways because the second one I described, I always learned it that way. And then I knew somebody that worked in a clothing shop. And that person told me that folding it with like the third way is the proper way. Yeah. And it looks neater.
Yeah. I always do it like that. I lie it flat. Then I fold one arm in and like pull it along a little bit so there's a little overlap.
Mm-hmm.
So I get like a straight line, and then the other side, same thing, arm in. So it's a little overlap on each of the sides. Follow me?
Yeah.
And then yeah, 1, 2.
Well, your wardrobe doesn't look good to me.
Well, my wardrobe looks nice. I reorganized the whole thing. What about underwear? How do you fold underwear?
I have boxer shorts,
Yeah.
so it's easy.
Yeah, you actually look like a boxer when you're in your underwear. You know, you
I
ever heard
am a boxer. I'll box your nose off, bro.
you ever heard of Calvin Klein?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I buy H&M.
Oh, for real. Where's that other boxing glove? Oh, should we spar quickly? I'll just jab you up. I only need one glove.
All right, let's do it after the podcast.
Okay.
But our faces look a little bit dark. What?
Yeah,
That's all right.
it'll be fine. There is
You
a
love to edit, so.
there is a window right behind us and no light coming in front of us. So
Yeah.
that's so stupid. I should have just put. There you go. As you can see, I don't have a media agency.
No, as we were talking about, starting a business. In my opinion, you should start with something you like, that you would do for free as well, because in the tough times you're gonna get through it because it is something you like. Maybe Simon is right. Maybe it might turn into something you really dislike, and it's a shame turning your hobby into something that you don't like. But I think it is worth a try, and if you fail, it's all right because you did something you like. And you are going to fail anyways.
It also could go the other way, whereas you're doing something that you like to do, and then all of a sudden you start making money for it.
Yeah.
And it's that much better.
And I think also if you really want to become a business owner, you have to have the mindset that failure is okay. Like, it's not a bad thing.
More than okay.
Yeah, like the chance of your first business that it's going to be a home run, it's so low.
Yeah. Failure is great. I had an experience where I had a customer who got super, super angry at me because I posted the wrong video. And then I posted the wrong caption. And there was a few things that happened one after another. And they were super angry and they were like, we might have to stop working together. And I just thought to myself, at first I was super upset. And I just thought to myself, like, you have to figure out how to fix this. And you're going to go sit there, even though it's uncomfortable, and you're going to talk with them. And you're going to work through it and you're going to work it out. And at the end, I'm going to be able to say, I just worked that out. And now if this ever happens again, I know exactly what to do.
Yeah.
Or best case scenario, don't even get to the problem in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I did. We went and talked and everything was great after. And now we have an amazing relationship.
Yeah. And sometimes, like, until you get to the problem, you don't know. You're always trying your best.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes it's not avoidable. And sometimes you need
Sometimes
to
you get
have
a bit
that experience.
lazy, but
No, but sometimes you need to have that experience to learn from it. A person once said, I'm going to paraphrase it, but
gonna paraphrase it because you're a millionaire.
a person once said, a smart person learns from his mistakes, but a wise person learns from someone else's mistakes.
Trash.
The thing is, becoming a wise person, you need experience. You're not going to learn everything from somebody else's mistakes. Maybe after some time, but it's going to take some time to evolve into a wise person because I'm still not that person. I always have to make my own mistakes to learn from it. So sometimes it is good to make mistakes. As long as you know you're trying your best, as long as you know you're being a good person, I think it's always good to make mistakes. Because you're always going to learn from them and make mistakes now than later, because later you're going to have more responsibilities.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I
if
always
you
say cut the grass wrong instead of losing a milli.
Yeah. I don't know how you're gonna lose $1 million if you're starting a business. If you're starting your first business.
I mean, you lost a lot of money.
I did lost. Not even close to $1 million.
You're gonna drop that bucket 4 times? That's why you keep kicking it. What is that?
Sorry, it's your jar.
My jar.
Your jar of batteries and corn.
Oh. Yeah. That would be my advice. Everything I've said.
Yeah. And also maybe think about like earning money. Just open your mind to it. you're gonna earn your first 1,000. You're gonna earn your first 5,000. You're gonna earn your first 10,000, and it's just gonna go on and on. It's just a game. So don't limit yourself. And I think you just have to believe in yourself and just work. And then after some time, just put your head up and see where you've come and what you can do wrong, what you did wrong and what you did right, and try to focus on the good things and try to focus on the people that you have near you, and just keep on going. Like, it is gonna be so many times where you feel so alone, but that's part of the process. And
trust me, this guy's been depressed the last month.
Not last month, but I had some periods of times that I didn't feel good, but but it's all right. Like, I have good friends around me. I have my family. I have my partner right now, and it's all good. Like, I know people love me. I'm blessed.
Or you can say girlfriend. When you say partner, it sounds sus.
Why?
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's a dude or something. Nothing wrong with that, but
all right, girlfriend. And my partner in crime. Nah, but I'm super blessed. So trying to look forward to every day. Yeah. Should we do another topic before we end it?
I think it's all right.
It's all right, eh?
Yeah, got about 40 minutes here. Yeah, then next week, we're going to go over the week again with a couple more interesting things.
And guys, if you want to be on the podcast, just shoot us a DM. We would love to have you on.
Yeah, that'd be awesome to have someone who, like, we're trying to talk to, like someone who's just starting.
Yeah.
Actually sitting here.
Yeah. Maybe we might have a guest on the next episode.
It's up to you guys.
Yeah.
All right. Then again, we want to thank our sponsor quick before we go. These blueberries.
Yes.
Culture Heidelbeeren.
Yeah, genau.
Culture blueberries in German.
Yeah,
and,
thank you.
Yeah.
Delicious.
So we get one crunch before we go quickly.
Let's go. Give them an ASMR.
Wait, this one has to be a bit of a harder one. All right, be quiet. Yeah. All right, goodbye.